Hola amigo, welcome back to Mabelreact and Mabel. And today we'll be reacting to 10 countries where Filipinos are not welcomed in 2025. Before we head into it, if you have not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Like this video as well.
You're excitedly packing your bags for your dream destination, only to encounter hostility or even denial at the border simply because of your nationality. Surprising, right? In 2025, there are indeed countries where Filipinos aren't exactly being welcomed with open arms.
Okay.
From stringent immigration regulations to complicated visa processes and cultural biases, these nations are signaling red flags for Filipinos.
Okay.
Stay tuned until the end of this video as we unveil the most unexpected places where Filipinos might face significant barriers.
We are here for it.
Number 1. Kuwait. In 2025, Filipinos may not be as welcomed in Kuwait due to tightening immigration policies and labor restrictions.
Okay.
Recent years have seen a rise in tensions between the Kuwaiti government and the Philippines over worker protection issues. This has led to several temporary bans on Filipino workers entering Kuwait, particularly domestic helpers. As the government continues to prioritize local employment and address growing concerns about worker mistreatment, Kuwait may limit the number of new overseas workers, including Filipinos.
That's
The stricter
bad.
visa requirements and possible shifts toward automation in the workforce could further reduce opportunities for Filipinos, impacting their welcome in the country.
Wow.
Number 2. Saudi Arabia. In 2025, Filipinos may face challenges in being welcomed in Saudi Arabia due to evolving labor policies and economic changes.
Saudi Arabia.
As Saudi Arabia moves forward with its Vision 2030 plan, the kingdom is focusing on diversifying its economy and reducing its dependence on foreign labor. This shift has led to Saudization policies that prioritize employing Saudi nationals in many sectors, especially those traditionally filled by overseas workers, including Filipinos. Additionally, concerns over labor rights and recent diplomatic tensions between the Philippines and Saudi Arabia have caused stricter regulations and monitoring of migrant workers. These factors could lead to fewer job opportunities and a less welcoming environment for Filipinos in 2025.
I don't think it's only Filipinos too that will have trouble traveling to Saudi Arabia. Many other countries will also have the same issue because of their new policy and all that they are doing. So, but yeah.
Number 3.
South Korea.
South Korea. South Korea has been a popular destination for many Filipinos, especially for work and tourism, but by 2025, the situation might change for some. While South Korea remains open to foreign workers, stricter immigration policies, job market competition, and cultural barriers could make it less welcoming for Filipinos.
Okay,
The rise in nationalism and the desire to prioritize local workers can lead to tighter regulations, especially in industries where many Filipinos are employed, such as manufacturing and service sectors. Culturally, the language barrier and societal pressures to assimilate might also make integration difficult for some
South
Filipinos.
Korea. Okay.
Though many still enjoy South Korea's opportunities and modern lifestyle, others may find the environment increasingly less hospitable if they are unable to adapt to the evolving social dynamics. Number 4. Japan.
Okay.
Japan has long been a favored destination for Filipinos, particularly for work and study, but by 2025, some challenges might make the country less welcoming. Japan is known for its aging population and need for foreign workers, especially in sectors like caregiving and construction. However, stricter immigration policies and work visa limitations could create hurdles for Filipinos seeking long-term residency or employment. Additionally, Japan's strong cultural identity and the language barrier may make it difficult for Filipinos to fully integrate into society. While Japan is generally a safe and prosperous country, its preference for maintaining cultural homogeneity can sometimes lead to social isolation for foreigners.
No matter where your country is, whether Filipino or no Filipino, language barrier is always a problem. When you get to a place that they don't speak much English, is always a problem. So it's not just Japan.
For Filipinos who struggle with these barriers, Japan may feel less welcoming, despite the opportunities it offers. Number
That's
5.
really bad.
Italy. Italy has been a popular destination for many Filipinos, especially for work in domestic services and caregiving.
However, by 2025, Filipinos may face growing challenges in the country.
Okay.
Italy's economy has struggled in recent years, leading to fewer job opportunities and tighter immigration policies. This shift might result in fewer work permits for Filipinos, making it harder to secure employment or long-term residency. Additionally, rising anti-immigration sentiments in certain regions of Italy could contribute to a less welcoming environment for Filipinos. The language barrier and cultural differences can also make integration challenging, with some Filipinos experiencing social exclusion. Despite the large Filipino community in Italy, these evolving conditions may cause the country to feel less hospitable for new arrivals in 2025.
Number 6.
UAE. The UAE has long been a top destination for Filipinos seeking work opportunities, especially in sectors like hospitality, healthcare, and domestic services. However, by 2025, certain changes might make the country less welcoming for Filipinos. The UAE's evolving labor policies, aimed at reducing the dependence on foreign workers, could lead to stricter visa requirements and reduced job opportunities for expatriates. Moreover, despite the significant Filipino community in the UAE, cultural differences and the temporary nature of residency for most foreign workers may limit the sense of belonging. The UAE does not offer permanent residency or a path to citizenship for most workers, meaning Filipinos often face uncertainty about their long-term future in the country. These factors, combined with the competitive job market, might make the UAE less appealing for Filipinos looking to settle in 2025.
Number 7.
Australia. Australia has been a popular destination for Filipinos due to its high quality of life, work opportunities, and vibrant Filipino community.
UAE not offering permanent residence to workers. That means you can stay there for 10 years, 20 years and still not be being seen as part of the community, or still not get a passport or resident permit to live there, which means if you do anyhow, they will just deport you and ask you to leave their country, which is really, really very bad. And I don't think it's only Filipinos that are facing this challenge. In fact, most countries now are putting tight new people visiting their country, so it's always difficult to even get visa to those countries. So I don't think it's only Filipinos. And language barrier, yes, most of the country they speak mostly their native language, but I'm sure they also speak English. I don't think that's enough reason to say that Filipinos are not welcome in those countries. I don't think so.
However, by 2025, some Filipinos may find it harder to settle in the country.
Australia has been tightening its immigration policies, focusing on reducing the number of skilled migrants, which could limit opportunities for Filipinos seeking to move for work or permanent residency. Additionally, rising concerns over job security for locals and economic pressures might lead to a more selective immigration process, making it challenging for Filipinos to secure visas or sponsorship. Cultural integration, while possible, can also be difficult due to Australia's distinct way of life.
Every country is tightening their immigration policies. Every country, nobody wants foreigners in their country again.
These evolving challenges could make it feel less welcoming for some by 2025. Number 8. Malaysia. Malaysia has been a convenient destination for Filipinos due to its proximity to the Philippines, shared cultural ties, and work opportunities in sectors like manufacturing and domestic services. However, by 2025, some Filipinos may find it less welcoming. Malaysia has been experiencing growing concerns over the influx of foreign workers, which has led to stricter immigration controls and a preference for local hires. These shifts could reduce job opportunities and make it more challenging for Filipinos to secure work permits or residency. Additionally, there have been occasional tensions between foreign workers and local communities, which might make integration harder for Filipinos. While Malaysia remains a relatively accessible country, these economic and social dynamics could make it less hospitable for new Filipino migrants in 2025, despite the existing Filipino presence. Number 9. Qatar. Qatar has been a significant destination for Filipinos seeking employment, particularly in construction, healthcare, and hospitality. However, by 2025, some Filipinos might feel less welcome due to changing circumstances.
While Qatar continues to have a high demand for foreign workers,
I don't think
recent
that's a
reforms aimed at
problem.
labor rights and local employment
Qatar.
preferences could lead to tighter job markets for expatriates, including Filipinos. Moreover, cultural differences and the transient nature of the workforce can create barriers to social integration. Filipinos may find it challenging to establish long-term connections in a country where the expatriate community is often viewed as temporary. Despite the existing Filipino population, increasing nationalism and concerns over the economic impact of foreign workers may contribute to a less welcoming environment for new arrivals in Qatar by 2025.
Number 10.
Cultural differences, language barrier, tight immigration processes, all these things has been there before, and they still travel to them. There might be few changes in the immigration processes. I don't think all these language barrier, cultural differences is a problem, because even at that, anybody can adapt to any country. If you have decided to move there, you'll be able to accept their cultural differences and all that, and also respect it as well. Unless the immigration process that is being changed and tightened, which is not only these countries that he's mentioning. Most countries are doing tightening the immigration processes, so it's making it more difficult to get a job or to get visa to those countries. But it's good, because when you come into the country, you know you are not coming there to play, so you be serious with what you're doing.
Singapore. Singapore has long been an attractive destination for Filipinos, known for its robust economy, high standard of living, and vibrant multicultural society.
However, by 2025, some Filipinos may encounter challenges that could make the country feel less welcoming.
Singapore's government has been tightening its immigration policies to prioritize local employment and skills, which could limit job opportunities for foreign workers, including Filipinos. Additionally, the cost of living in Singapore is quite high, and economic pressures might lead to increased competition for available jobs. Cultural integration can also be difficult, as Singapore's fast-paced lifestyle may pose challenges for newcomers to establish a sense of belonging. While many Filipinos have successfully built lives in Singapore, evolving immigration dynamics and social factors could create a less hospitable environment for new migrants by 2025. As we wrap up our journey through the 10 countries where Filipinos may not feel welcome in 2025, it's crucial to stay informed and prepared when planning your travels.
Understanding the challenges can help you make better decisions for your future adventures.
If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell icon.
I'm happy he said may. I don't think it's a problem, because even with the may or may not, people are still going there. People are still surviving. People are still thriving. People are still getting visa to go there. So I don't think, and almost all countries are changing so many policies. So I don't think it's only Filipino. You keep trying, we'll get. You don't just because you heard may or may not, that does not mean it will not happen. So this is his own view. It might not be so when you actually go to apply. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.